It don't look like much. It's very light. I could probably crush it with my fingers right now. But this seed represents 5 children.
Mm-hmm.
Hear what I'm saying? 5 children represent 5 children. If he didn't do anything, he created a seed that's supposed to produce something.
Preach.
Okay? It's supposed to produce something. So it's up to us as the children to produce something that's good from the seed that's been birthed to us that we are and pass it on. So we're supposed to be something bigger. So that is what God, one of the biggest things that God did for me in terms of showing me something. He created a seed. It doesn't matter what anybody else says about him. It doesn't matter what I think, anybody else thinks. The bottom line is he did something special because God allowed him to do that. And that's something that nobody can take from him. That's something that nobody can take from anybody here as a parent. If you created a seed, you did something special. Now, obviously, you're supposed to take care of the seed. You're supposed to do what you're supposed to do for the seed. But the bottom line is nobody can take away the fact that you created a seed. That's one of the most powerful things you can do. And a seed produces results. A seed becomes, in this case, I'm going to say it's a fruit seed. It's going to be good fruit or bad fruit. So God has given us a choice what we're going to be. See, this coming together for our dad, Samuel Jerome Davis, is bigger than just it's not a funeral, it's a celebration of life. But it's also a mandate, and it's also, for better lack of term of words I claim right now, it's a passing of the baton to go further and do greater things. Things that he never achieved, he's expecting us to do it.
Right.
So that's what it is. The third thing that he did, what did Samuel Davis do for us? He became a child again. This is the hardest thing for people to do. Because people don't understand what it is to be a child. I'm grown. Who you think you call a child? Don't call me boy. But you should be honored, because really, the more humble you are, the greater God's going to elevate you. You don't have to tell somebody that you're a man. They'll see you're a man if you act like a man. Nobody have to tell you that you're a woman if you act like a woman. It doesn't matter what people say about you. It's what God says about you. It's what you demonstrate. So then you don't have to worry about those things. There's a difference between being a child and being childish. Childish people tend to think that they have a level of entitlement. They think that everything is supposed to be their way. And it was a time when my dad, I know he had a time when he would go to the job. I remember that certain instances, and I ain't got to tell these people. I walk off. I was like, man, that's crazy. He just walk off that job. You got miles to feed. Car note, house note. I don't walk off. Yeah, I'll walk off. I ain't gonna take no vote. And it's part, maybe part insane and also genius, because on one side it is crazy, but the other side is he know his worth, and if somebody wasn't treating him right, he wasn't gonna take it.
That's right, yeah.
So a lot of people now, how many of you are willing to walk off your job and go start your own business? How many of you are called to preach but won't go out there and preach because you're afraid of what somebody's gonna say about you? You got to take the step. That's that's another part I probably should put in. He was not afraid to take a step. I noticed it about him. Now I look at that and I say, he was not afraid. Me and my wife started a business about, 3 years ago, whatever. I have yet to actually put the business in forefront because I've been walking in fear in terms of also with ministry. I supposed to be stepped out and be full time. But I was afraid because I said, well, check, I got the check here. I don't want to give it up. I got freedom, but you really don't have freedom. If you don't take anything from what I'm saying, understand that Samuel Jerome Davis was not the typical man, and he's not expecting us to be a typical person, woman or man. He's expecting us to be different. He's expecting us to take this as not only just an opportunity to honor him, not only the opportunity to realize that he planted seed, and not only the opportunity to look at that he was a child, and in terms of he went back to a child state, meaning and stability and understanding that God is his everything. Mm-hmm. He's looking for us to also realize that we could do better. Only a man, regardless of what anybody say about him, only a man that has the ability to bring people together, that he has to have God. Because right now, I can't count how many people are here, but the fact of the matter is that he's able to get everybody to come together on a Friday night.
Yeah, that's right.
Come on now.
That's right.
A child spirit. And I'm going to go a little deeper with the child spirit. When you have a child spirit, you can hear from God. I remember the time when I was with him. I came to see him on Friday. I guess we just got back in town. And it was like in 2010, I believe, 2011. No, it was earlier than that. It was like 2009. But I came by to see him, and a minister came by. And she was going around, basically talking to everyone. And I told her, I was saved, a minister and so forth. But she said, what about your dad? I said, yeah, come on and talk to him. He talked to the lady, and she told him, she said, well, are you saved? He looked at her. Tears rolled down his face. He said, oh, yeah, I'm saved. I love God. I've given my life to God. He controls me. And I remember that, it's like things I never really even thought about. It came back to my memories on October 31st. And it made me realize how childish I've been, because I was not allowing God to control me. I have people come to me and pray for them, see their kids, different things, but I really wasn't being fully effective because God wasn't fully using me. Maybe some of the people I prayed for didn't get healed because I was being childish. Hello. Maybe, some of the people I prayed for that they'll save their marriages, maybe I was too childish to really let it manifest. Their faith was there, but what's the problem? It was me. And you have to look at yourself in terms of what's going on. So you got to get away from the childish aspect of things and get in a child's place. Don't matter what your parent did, don't matter what they didn't do. The point is that that's your parent. That's right. And when you honor them, you're going to be blessed.
That's right. Amen.
So I'm encouraging those that have parents and they're still alive, honor them. If they wasn't there, hey, they did something. They created a seed.
That's right. Amen.
And the fourth point I want to bring out, oh wow. I kind of went over a little bit early. I don't even have. Anybody got some car keys? Thank you. I promise I'll get back. But the fourth thing that he did, and I want y'all to get up, understand what I'm saying. It's bigger than what I'm saying. He brought us together to celebrate life. But it's like he gave us an invisible key. This is the key. He gave us a key to put in the ignition, which is God. Plug God's brain. Take it and study what it is that God wants you to do. Turn the key on, and you be the vehicle that move and do something greater for your life. There's no more excuses. This is what he did. He gave us a situation where there was no more excuses. If your car don't start, it's not because it's cold outside. It's not because you didn't check the battery. It's not because it doesn't have an engine. It's just because you're not moving. You're not doing anything. God is giving you everything that you need to do it, to make it. There's no more excuses. I cannot make any more excuses about anything. I can't use I don't have a crutch, but if I did, hold on to a crutch and, well, I'm so hurt, I'm so broken down. My dad wasn't there, he wasn't this. He loved me, but he might not know how to show the love. So it doesn't mean he wasn't there. It's just that he had circumstances, he had issues too. He had pain and hurt. So you cannot continue to hold on to things and expect God to do things you want for you. You can't do that. So we have to understand that he brought us together to celebrate. And what you need to do right now is stand on your feet and celebrate the fact that what God has done and what God has done through him.
Amen.
Some praise.
Amen. Amen.
There's no particular way to give praise to God.
Amen.
It's giving thanks.
Amen.
And he gave you a father. He gave us a father. He gave us some of us a uncle, brother, cousin. You're blessed.
Amen.
So take this and with you and remember this.
Amen.
As I'm closing.
Amen.
There are no more excuses.
Amen.
He brought us together to do better. And this time next year, I want to see everybody in a better place. In a better place. All of us, including myself. We got to do better. There's no excuse for not only just family coming together. See, he brought us together to get it right. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what this is about. It's bringing us together to get it right.
Yeah.
Those things that are not correct, those that may be holding grudges, those that may be having all kind of what kind of issues it is. If somebody in your family having money issues, then it's everybody's problem that they have money issues.
Amen.
He said you're supposed to love your brother. You're supposed to love your sister.
Yeah.
There's no excuse for nobody to be broke and hungry or going through anything. If you didn't have a $5, somebody got $1 to give $1 to help the next person. God is elevating us and he's elevating our faith. So I'm just leaving you with this last will and testament. That you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you.
Yeah, that's right. That's it.
And you have to believe it, you have to receive it, and you have to act on it.
Amen.
Amen?
Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Amen.